Hello everybody. Today I'll be talking about national education policy, and first I would like to highlight on school education. The agenda of this presentation is I would like to highlight vision and key principles, universal access and early childhood education, how children will learn curricular and pedagogic structures, curriculum, learning outcomes, competencies, schools, complex, accreditation, teachers, education and development, national education policy, new features, key focus areas, equity, gender, special needs, goals and implementation plan. Vision of the National Education Policy 2020. First, an education system that contributes to an equitable and vibrant knowledge society by providing high quality education to all. Second, develops a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental rights, duties, and constitutional values, bonding with one's country, and a conscious awareness of one's role and responsibilities in a changing world. Third, instills skills, values, and dispositions that support responsible commitment to human rights, sustainable development, and living and global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. Key principles of national education policy: respect for diversity and local context in all curriculum, pedagogy, and policy, equity and inclusion as the cornerstone of all educational decisions, community participation, encouragement and facilitation for philanthropic, private, and community participation, use of technology in teaching and learning, removing language barriers for Divyang students, and in educational planning and management. Emphasize conceptual understanding rather than rote learning and learning for exams. Unique capabilities, recognizing, identifying them in each student. Critical thinking and creativity to encourage logical decision making and innovation. Continuous review based on sustained research and regular assessment by educational experts. Universal access to early childhood care and education, ECCE. Universal access for children of 3 to 6 years, access to free, safe, high quality ECCE at Anganwadis, preschool in Balvatika. Foundational learning curriculum for age group of 3 to 8 divided into two parts. First, from age 3 to 6 in ECCE, and second, age 6 to 8 in class 1 and 2 in primary school. Preparatory class. Prior to the age of 5, every child will move to a preparatory class or Balvatika, that is before class 1. Multifaceted, flexible, multi-level, play-based, activity-based, and inquiry-based learning. Implementation to be jointly carried out by Ministries of HRD, Women and Child Development WCD, Health and Family Welfare HFW, and Tribal Affairs. Ensuring universal access to education at all levels. Multiple pathways. Multiple pathways to learning involving both formal and non-formal education modes, Build schools, promoting both governments and non governmental philanthropic organizations to build schools. Learning outcomes. Focus will be on achieving desired learning outcomes at all levels. Bring back dropouts. To bring dropout children back to school. Alternative centers. Alternative and innovative education centers. Peer tutoring, suitable for all categories, business and personal presentation, to ensure access and opportunity to all children. Expected outcomes. Universalization of access from ECCE to secondary. Ensure equity and inclusion. Bring back 2 crores out of school children. Attain SDG goals of retaining all children in schools until completion of secondary education. Improve quality and achievement of learning outcomes. Foundational literacy and numeracy FLN. Focus on 21st century skills in teaching, learning and assessment. Resource sharing, school complexes. Effective governance, separation of powers and common norms. Overcoming the language barrier in learning. Common standards for public and private school education. How children will learn. Transforming curricular and pedagogical structure. New academic structure. Foundational stage of 5 years. Multiple level play activity based learning with 3 years Anganwadi, preschool, Balvatika ages 3 to 6 of 3 years. 2 years of class 1 and 2 ages 6 to 8 comprised of foundational years. Preparatory stage of 3 years with play, discovery and activity based and interactive classroom teaching with 3 years classes 3 to 5 age 8 to 11 makes preparatory classes. Middle stage of 3 years experiential learning in the sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities, class 6 to 8 age 11 to 14 years comprised of middle class and middle stage. Then comes the secondary stage of 4 years multidisciplinary study with greater critical thinking, flexibility and student choice of subjects, that is of 4 years class 9 to 12 age 14 to 18. New pedagogical and curricular structure of school education with 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, that is 3 years in Anganwadi, preschool and 12 years in school. ECCE framework. NCPF ECE, National Curricular and Pedagogical Framework for Early Childhood Education, will be drafted by NCERT. Research and Best Practices NCPF ECE will be aligned with the latest research on ECCE and national and international best practices. Multifaceted framework comprising of alphabets, languages, numbers, counting, colors, shapes, indoor and outdoor play, puzzles and logical thinking, problem solving, drawing, painting and other visual art, craft, drama and puppetry, music and development and movement. School preparation module. A 3-month play-based school preparation module for all grade 1 students to be developed by NCERT. Early childhood education, learning in the formative years. Developing curiosity, logical thinking and problem solving, arts, crafts and music, relationship with nature, colors, shapes, alphabets and numbers, teamwork and collaboration, play-based and discovery-based learning, ethics, self-identity, etiquette, behavior and emotional development will comprise of early childhood education, learning in the formative years. Attainment of foundational literacy and numeracy by grade 3 in mission mode. Early learning focus on early reading, writing and mathematics. 3-month play-based school. 3-month play-based school preparation module for all grade 1 students. Book promotion. National book promotion policy will be formulated and public and school libraries will be expanded. National repository. National repository, high quality teaching and learning resources on Diksha. Libraries. School libraries including digital libraries to be leveraged. National mission. National mission on foundational literacy and numeracy. Foundational skills. Universal acquisition of foundational learning skills FLN by grade 3. This is the attainment of foundational literacy and numeracy by grade 3 in mission mode. Now we would like to see curriculum. Reduction in curriculum. Core essentials. Curriculum in all subjects to be reduced to its core. As its core essentials. Critical thinking. Focus on critical thinking, inquiry, discovery, discussion and analysis-based teaching and learning methods for holistic development and education. Interactive classes. Interactive teaching with reduced dependency on textbook learning. Questions from students will be promoted. Experiential learning. Fun, creative, collaborative and exploratory activities in classroom for experiential learning and deeper student learning. Curriculum and pedagogy to be transformed by 2022 to promote skill-based and minimize rote-based learning. Revision of NCF for school education and NCF for teacher education 2009 by 2021. Focus on learning outcomes, competencies and subject integration. Competency-based education. Modules on preparing and implementation pedagogical plans based on competency and outcome-based education for school leaders. Integration of subjects through arts integration, sports integration, ICT integration and storytelling based pedagogy among others as standard pedagogy. Development of scientific temper. Development of scientific temper and inculcation of knowledge and practice of human and constitutional values such as patriotism, sacrifice, non-violence, truth, honesty, peace and etc. No silos among subjects or learning. No hard separation between curricular, co-curricular or extracurricular activities. No silos among academic or vocational, science or humanities, sports, arts or academics. Emphasis on digital literacy. Emphasis on digital literacy, coding and computational thinking, ethical and moral reasoning. Promotion of multilingual teaching. Promoting states to enter into bilateral agreements with nearby states to hire language teachers. Mental and physical health and well-being. Mandatory for students to acquire skills in health and nutrition, physical education, fitness, wellness and sports. Health checkups. Annual health checkups for all students. Reduce weight of school bags and textbooks through suitable changes in curriculum and pedagogy. Mandatory skills, health and wellness to, to be imbibed by all students: health, nutrition, physical education, fitness, wellness, sports. In addition, basic training in preventive healthcare, mental health, first aid, personal and public hygiene will be included in the curriculum. Hiring counselors in school complexes. State governments will be encouraged to hire adequate number of counselors and teachers to be shared across school complex. Focus on children with disability. Differentiated interventions and suitable infrastructure development schools to make access easier for children with disability. Inclusive and caring culture at school. The role and expectations of principal and teachers will explicitly include developing a caring and inclusive culture at school. Innovative pedagogy, transforming teaching learning process. Experiential learning, focus on experiential inquiry and discovery based teaching learning methods. Integrated pedagogy, arts, sports and storytelling and ICT integrated pedagogy. Promotion of peer tutoring, promoting peer tutoring as a voluntary and joyful activity under the supervision of teachers. Equal weightage, no hard separation between curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular area. Freedom of choosing a variety of subject combination to be provided. Bagless days to be scheduled in academic calendar. Use and integration of technology enabled pedagogy in classes 6 to 12. Textbook with local content and flavor. All textbooks to contain only essential core material while capturing any desired nuances and supplementary material as per local context and needs. Affordable, high quality and energized textbooks to be provided along with free digital version on Diksha platform. States to prepare their own curricula and textbooks based on NCERT curriculum and textbooks incorporating state flavor and material as needed. Concerted efforts through suitable changes in curriculum and pedagogy to significantly reduce the weight of school bags and textbooks. India's future and India's leadership role in upcoming fields. Computational thinking. Increased emphasis on mathematics and computational thinking throughout the school years. Computational thinking with activities involving coding will be introduced in the middle stage. Mathematical thinking and problem solving. Inculcate mathematical thinking and problem solving through a variety of innovative methods, including the regular use of puzzles and games. Including contemporary subjects in schools. Teaching of contemporary subjects at middle and secondary stages like artificial intelligence, design thinking, holistic health, organic living, environmental education, global citizenship education, and etc. Knowledge of India. Video documentaries on inspirational luminaries of India in science and beyond. Students will be given a logical framework for making ethical decisions at a young age. In later years, expanded along themes of cheating, violence, plagiarism, littering, tolerance, equality, empathy. Traditional Indian values and all basic human and constitutional values will be developed in all students. Excerpts from Indian Constitution will also be considered essential reading for all students. Basic training in health, mental health, good nutrition, personal and public hygiene, disaster response and first aid will also be included. Will be incorporated in an accurate and scientific manner wherever relevant. Indian knowledge systems, including tribal knowledge and indigenous and traditional ways of learning, will be covered. Specific courses in tribal, ethnomedicinal plants, practices, forest management, traditional organic crop cultivation, natural farming, etc., will also be made available. Curriculum to include knowledge from ancient India to modern India as well as future aspirations. Scientific explanation of the detrimental and damaging effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs will be part of curriculum. Examinations in grades 1 to 8. Key stage assessments will take place in the classes like 6, 3, 5, and 8 to track achievement. Moving away from rote learning, assessment of core concepts and knowledge, high order skills, and its application in real life situations. That is, moving away from rote learning absolutely. Achievement of critical learning outcomes. Testing to focus on achievement of essential learning outcomes. Results of school examinations. The results of school examinations will be used only for developmental purposes and not for continuous monitoring and improvement of the schooling system. Reforming examinations in grades 9 to 12, including board exams. Board exams will be made easier as they will test primarily core capacities or competences. Viable models to be explored, that is, annual or maybe semester or maybe modular exams, two parts exam, that is objective type and descriptive type. Guidelines will be prepared by NCERT in consultation with SCERT's Boards of Assessment BOAS and PARAKH. Teachers to be prepared for a transformation in the assessment system by 2022 and 23 academic session. Each school board shall ensure equivalence of academic standards in learners' attendance. Standards, norms, and guidelines for school board through PARAKH National Center. Beginning with mathematics, all subjects could be offered at 2 levels. Transforming the culture of assessment. Continuous tracking of learning outcomes of each child. Board exams to be more flexible with assessment of essential skills. Assessment to focus on core concepts, high order thinking skills, and foundational skills. AI based software to help track the progress of the students to enable them to make optimal career choices. National Assessment Center will help in bringing greater synergy in board exams conducted by various boards of assessments. Self-assessment and peer assessment. The National Testing Agency NTA will work to offer a high quality common aptitude test to eliminate the need for taking coaching for these exams. Holistic progress card. States or UTs to redesign progress cards in schools to make them holistic 360-degree multi-dimensional report. Progress card will include self-assessment, peer assessment, and teacher assessment. Cards to reflect the progress and uniqueness of learner in the cognitive, affective, socio-emotional, and psychomotor domains. Progress in project-based and inquiry-based learning, quizzes, role plays, group work, portfolios, and etc. to be included in the report cards. The holistic progress card will actively involve parents in their children's education and development. AI-based software to be developed to help track growth through the school years and to help students make optimal career choices. Multilingualism and the power of language learning. Medium of instruction up till grade 5 and preferably till grade 8 and beyond will be home language, mother tongue or local language. The Languages of India, a fun project activity on to be taken by every student. 3 languages to be taught will be decided by state or UT. All classical languages will be widely available in all schools as options. Now I will highlight on schools. School complexes or clusters. Bal Bhavan, strengthening setting up of Bal Bhavan for children of all age group to partake in art-related, career-related and play-related activities. Samajik Chetna Kendras, unutilized capacity of schools to be used as Samajik Chetna Kendra to promote social, intellectual and voluntary activities. Sharing resources, enabled sharing of human and infrastructure resources. Efficiency, efficient expedition and resourcing for schools through building school complexes. Planning, development of short-term and long-term plans, SDPs. Governance, effective governance of schools. Integration, better integration of education across all levels through connected schools and shared teachers and resources. Pairing schools, twinning or pairing of one government school with one private school across the country. Standard setting and accreditation. Setting up State School Standards Authority SSSA. Self-disclosure of all the basic regulatory information of all schools at SSSA and school website. To ensure all schools follow certain minimal professional and quality standards. Development of School Quality Assessment by Accreditation Framework SQAAF by SCERT and NCERT. Periodic health checkup of the overall system through a sample-based National Achievement Survey NAS. Public and private schools except the central government schools will be assessed and accredited on common minimum criteria. Private or philanthropic schools to be encouraged and enabled to play a beneficial role. Now I would like to highlight on teachers. Teacher education, 4-year integrated B.Ed, minimum degree qualification for teaching that includes student teaching at local schools by 2030. 2-year B.Ed for applicants with an existing bachelor's degree in other specialized subjects. 1-year B.Ed for those who have completed the equivalent of 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's degree or have obtained a master's degree in a specialty. Teacher education will gradually be moved by 2030 into multidisciplinary colleges and universities. Multidisciplinary higher education institutions offering the 4-year in-class integrated B.Ed program to also provide blended and or ODL mode of teaching to students in remote areas. Four-year integrated B.Ed for minimum degree qualification for teaching that includes student teaching at local levels by 2030. 2-year B.Ed for applicants with an existing bachelor's degree in other specialized subjects. 1-year B.Ed for those who have completed the equivalent of 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's degree or have obtained a master's degree in a specialty. All B.Ed programs will include training in time-tested techniques in pedagogy, multi-level teaching and evaluation, teaching children with disabilities, teaching children with special interests or talents, use of educational technology and learner-centered and collaborative learning. The same goes with the rules and regulation. Shorter local teacher education programs to be available at beat and diet or at school complexes for eminent local persons who can be hired to teach at schools as master instructors for promoting local professions, knowledge and skills. Example: local art, music, agriculture, business, sports, carpentry and other vocational crafts. Improving teacher education. New and comprehensive national curriculum framework for teacher education will start by 2021. All teacher education programs to be conducted within composite multidisciplinary institutions. Only educationally sound multidisciplinary and integrated teacher education programs to be made available. NTA testing for admission to B.Ed. Merit-based scholarship for 4-year B.Ed integrated. Stringent action against substandard standalone teacher education institutions TEIs, setting up of a national mission for mentoring with a large pool of outstanding senior or retired faculty, and National Higher Education Regulatory Council NHERC to function as a single point regulator for higher education sector including teacher education, and teacher eligibility test TETs at all stages will be strengthened. Teacher recruitment and deployment. Strengthening teacher eligibility test for all teachers across foundational, preparatory, middle and secondary stage in both public and private schools. Teach-based planning for teacher recruitment. Technology-based planning and forecasting of teacher recruitment to access expected subject-wise teacher vacancies over next 2 decades. Certificate courses. Developing specialization for subject or generalist teachers teaching children with disabilities or Divyang children during pre-service teacher preparation with synergy between NCTE and RCI. Transparent transfer system. Online computerized system for teacher transfers to ensure transparency. Test score and demonstration part of recruitment. Subject score from TET or NTA test and classroom demonstration to be taken into account for recruitment of subject teachers. Restructuring of NCTE to be restructured as a professional standard setting body PSSB under General Education Council GEC. Empowering teachers. A technology-based comprehensive teacher requirement planning forecasting exercise to be conducted by each state. Teachers to have more autonomy in choosing aspect of pedagogy in classroom teaching. Career growth to be available for teachers within a single school stage, that is foundational, preparatory, middle or secondary. Academic leadership positions to be made available for teachers. National Professional Standards for Teachers NPST by 2022. Teacher Professional Development Merit-based Tenure Track System. Minimum 50 hours of Continuous Professional Development CPD. Improving service environment through better infrastructure at school. This is how we are talking about empowering teachers. Now we are looking into school leadership. Necessary facilities for the initial professional preparation of these educators and their continuous professional development CPD. CPD opportunities will in particular systematically cover the latest pedagogies. At least 50 hours of CPD for teachers based on their own interest and professional areas. Ample opportunity to get upskilled on latest pedagogy related to foundational literacy and numeracy formative and adaptive assessment of learning outcomes, individualized and competency based learning, and related pedagogies. Key focus areas: focus on socio-economically disadvantaged groups, SEDGs. SEDGs can be broadly categorized based on gender identities, particularly female and transgender individuals, socio-cultural identities such as scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs, and minorities, geographical identities such as students from villages, small towns, and aspirational districts, disabilities including learning disabilities, and socio-economic conditions such as migrant communities, low-income households, children in vulnerable situations, victim of or children of victims of trafficking, orphans, including child beggars in urban areas, and urban poor. Separate strategies will be formulated for focused attention for reducing each of the category-wise gaps in school education. Ensuring equity. Learning outcomes. Focus on attainment of learning outcomes of children belonging to SC, ST, OBC. Special mechanism. Special mechanisms for children belonging to tribal groups to receive quality education. Interventions. The critical problems and recommendations regarding ECCE, foundational literacy and numeracy, access, enrollment, and attendance will be targeted in a concerted way for socio-economically disadvantaged groups, SEDGs. SEZs, large population from SEDGs to be declared special education zones, SEZs. Fee waivers. Fee waivers and scholarships will be offered to meritorious students from all SEDGs and on larger scale. Counselors. Recruitment of counselors in schools. Additional schools. Setting up of additional GNVs and KVS in aspirational districts or SAS. Gender. Gender sensitivity. Gender sensitivity to be an integral part of curriculum. KGBVS, strengthening and extension of KGBVs up to grade 12. Safety and rights. Careful attention to safety and rights of all children, particularly girls, to retain them in school. Gender Inclusion Fund. Gender Inclusion Fund for female and transgender students. Bridging gender gap. Focus on bridging the gender gap and provide equal opportunities to all. Policies targeted for girls. Thrust on designing policies and schemes targeted towards female students in the SEDGs. Supporting children with special needs, CWSN. Regular schooling. Children with special needs will be integrated in the regular schooling process from elementary to higher education levels. Modules. NIOS will develop high quality modules to teach Indian Sign Language. Certificate courses. Certificate courses for pre-service and in-service teachers to become special educators. Enabling mechanisms. Enabling mechanisms for CWSN or Divyang to receive quality education. Assistive devices and orientation to parents. Technology enabled assistive devices or tool for CWSN and orientation of the tools or devices for parents or caregivers. Alternative schools. Alternative forms of schools will be encouraged to preserve the alternative pedagogical styles. Integrating vocational education at all levels. Practice-based curriculum. A practice-based curriculum for grades 6 to 8 to be appropriately designed. Skill gap analysis. Focus areas based on skills gap analysis and mapping of local opportunities. Open distance learning mode. Courses to be offered through open and distance learning ODL mode. Exposure to vocational education. By 2025, at least 50% of learners shall have exposure to vocational education. Lok Vidya. Lok Vidya knowledge developed in India will be made accessible to students. Skills Framework. National Skills Qualifications Framework will be detailed further for each discipline, vocational or profession. Vocational crafts. All students of grades 6 to 8 will intern with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters, artists, etc. to develop a vocational craft. Setting of Parakh. Parakh, setting of National Center for Performance Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, PARAKH Parakh, will be assessing two levels. Assessments. Shift towards competency based assessment and 21st century skills, promoting critical and creative thinking aligned to the 21st century in classrooms. The objectives of Parakh is setting norms, standards and guidelines for assessment and evaluation, guiding the State Achievement Survey SAS, conducting the National Achievement Survey NAS, and monitoring achievement of learning outcomes in the nation. Support for gifted students or students with special talents. Encourage gifted talent students pursue beyond the general curriculum of the school. Project-based clubs to be encouraged and supported and given to all levels in the schools. Olympiads and competition in various subjects to be conducted across the country. B.Ed programs to allow specialization in education of gifted children. Efforts for interventions in rural areas and in regional languages to ensure widespread participation. Extensive use of technology to encourage talented or gifted children. NCERT and NCTE will develop guidelines for the education of gifted children. Online and digital education. Inclusion and access. Enhance educational access to disadvantaged groups including Divyang students. Blended learning. Emphasis on effective models of blended learning. Content creation. Content creation, digital repository and dissemination, technology integration in teaching, learning and assessment. Digital platforms and ongoing ICT based educational initiatives to be optimized and expanded. Pilot studies. A series of pilot studies to be conducted. Expansions of platform. Expansion of existing e-learning platforms like Diksha, Swayam and etc. Adult education and lifelong learning. Innovative initiatives for adults with the help of community participation and technology integration. Integration with HEIS. Integration of adult education centers AECS with HEIS and other public institutions. Technology based options with high quality options for adult learning such as apps, online courses or modules, satellite based TV channels. Online books with ICT equipped libraries, adult education centers to be developed through government and philanthropic initiatives. The adult education curriculum to include following 5 types of program. A. foundational literacy and numeracy, B, critical life skills, C, vocational skills development, D, basic education, E, continuing education. So this was about adult education and lifelong, which I am repeating again. The adult education curriculum will be including 5 types of program: foundational literacy and numeracy, critical life skills, vocational skills development, basic education, and continuing education. We come forward to the next slide, goals and timelines for the implementation. Early childhood education, implementation of new curriculum and assessment, initiating implementation of first year of pre-primary school and 3-month preparatory module for class 1 student. The phase 1 will start from 2021 and 22, and class 9th phase 1 will start from the same year, and they will reach to the phase 2, that is expansion of the year 1 of pre-primary school through primary schools and Anganwadis, and they will reach to the class 11th by 2023 and 2024. They will be ready for the board exams or by 2024 and by 2025, where new board exam pattern for 12th exam will be applicable. And by 2025 and 26, the new board exam pattern will go on. So this is how the implementation of the new curriculum and assessment will go on. Timelines for implementation in National Education Policy 2020. Formulation National Curricular Framework for School Education NCFSC by 2021 and 22 starts. National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education also starts by the same year. By 22 and 23, a common guidelines and a set of National Professional Standards for Teacher NPST starts. Teachers prepared for a transformation in the assessment system also starts by the same year. Attaining universal foundational literacy and numeracy in all primary schools for all learners by grade 3 will reach in the year 2025 and 26, and by the same year the state governments will optimize resources through mechanisms to group or rationalize schools such as school complexes, and by this same year 25 and 26 at least 50% of learners will expose to vocational education in the school and a higher education system. And by 2029 and 30, universal provisioning of quality early education, childhood development care will reach to its bloom, and teacher education will gradually be moved into multidisciplinary colleges and universities with minimum degree qualification of 4-year B.Ed. Only educationally sound, multidisciplinary and integrated teacher education programs shall be in force at all TAIs will be converted into multidisciplinary institutes, and by 2040 policy is full operational. Following this, a comprehensive review will be undertaken. We would like to see the new features of the policy. The new features of the policy are preparation for schooling and elementary schooling level, ECCE for all by 2030, National Curriculum Framework for ECCE, achieve 100% gross enrollment ratio in school education by 2030, preparatory class or Balvatika for age 5 to 6 years old children in Anganwadis or preschools, school preparation module for all class 1 entrants, National Foundational Literacy and Numeracy Mission set up for Bal Bhavans. Second, school infrastructure and resources, special education zones, utilize unused capacity of schools as Samajik Chetna Kendras, school complex or clusters for resource sharing. Third, holistic development of the student. No hard separation of curricular, extracurricular or co-curricular, arts and science or sports and vocational crafts curriculum to integrate Indian culture and ethos. Innovative pedagogies to be explored such as experiential teaching, learning methods, book promotion policy and digital libraries, holistic report card, use of AI for identifying specific attitude of child, vocational education integration from primary grades and a 10 days no bag days internship with local trades craftsperson for grades 6 to 8, Lok Vidya, local artists as master instructors in schools. Inclusivity, Gender Inclusion Fund KGBVs up to class 12, special provisions for gifted children, adult education AE to focus upon technology, based solutions NCF and for AE to be developed, NIOS to expand to include vocational courses and courses for grades 3, 5 and 8. Medium of instruction will be the mother tongue, local language till grade 5 at least. Assessments, National Assessment Center for Performance Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development Parak. Exams in grades 3, 5 and 8 in addition to board exams in grades 10 and 12. Board exams will be in modular, low stakes based on conceptual knowledge and its application. Curriculum and pedagogical framework, new curricular and pedagogical framework of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Reduction in curricular to core concepts. Identification of life skills to be attained in each grade as a part of NCF. Alternative model of schools to be encouraged to adopt NCF. ICT integration in teaching and learning methodologies. Tracking students as well as their learning values, universalization of secondary education. Teacher recruitments, teacher education. Minimum qualification degree for teaching will be a 4-year integrated B.Ed degree by 2030. Teacher recruitment based on TET and TA test and teaching demonstration. TET mandatory for teaching. Minimum 50 hours of in-service training per teacher per year. National Professional Standards for Teachers NPST by 2022. IT and database predictive planning for requirement of students in TEIs and TEIs to move to multidisciplinary college and universities by 2030. Stringent action on non-performing TEIs. Mandatory for every PhD student to do a module on teacher education. Role of government department, bodies and institutions. State Department to look after policy making, Directorate of Education to look after operations, SCERT to look after academics, and State School Standards Authority to set minimum common standards for online self-disclosure by all public and private schools. Random sampling of students for continuous online feedback on self-disclosure by schools. Engagement of social workers, alumni, retired teachers and volunteers with schools. Strengthening the Central Advisory Board and Central Advisory Board of Education (CAB) for developing, articulating, evaluating and revising the vision of education on a continuous basis in collaboration with MHRD and corresponding apex bodies of states. It's desirable that Ministry of Human Resource Development MHRD be redesignated as Ministry of Education MOE to bring the focus back on education and learning. So this is all about National Education Policy, and I thank you everybody for listening. Thank you from Shweta Shivdasani.